Jefferson may have deliberately chosen his date of death. Thomas Jefferson died on July 4, 1826. This date was not ordinary. It was exactly the 50th anniversary of America's Declaration of Independence. Moreover, on the same day, another founding father, John Adams, also died. But here is the interesting part. It is known that Jefferson said weeks in advance, "I want to see July 4th. Even on his deathbed, he was asking about the calendar and checking the date. Many historians think that Jefferson pushed his consciousness to stay alive and symbolically waited for this day. This is the mind of someone who wanted to turn even his death into a message. Jefferson hated speaking. Yes, strange for a president. Thomas Jefferson did not like speaking in public. In fact, during his presidency, he never gave speeches to Congress. He sent his messages in written form. Even at official invitations, he preferred to remain silent. For that period, this was an unbelievable situation because Washington and Adams were masters of oratory. Jefferson, on the other hand, believed not in power, but in ideas. He said, "I can persuade not by speaking, but by writing." He had an obsession with time, but not a healthy one. Everyone who entered Jefferson's house noticed this. There was a clock in every room. But what was truly strange was this. On his door, on his ceiling, behind the walls, he built interconnected mechanical clock systems. He even arranged it so that when guests entered through the door, the opening of the door itself triggered the clock. For Jefferson, time was this. If it is wasted, freedom is lost. This sentence summarizes his mind very well. A president who lived like an inventor. Jefferson was not only a politician, he was, in fact, a complete do-it-yourself fanatic. His own inventions included a rotating book stand. He could read 5 books at the same time, a coded writing machine, automatic door systems, even advanced agricultural tools. Despite being president, he worked in the garden in the mornings. He did not hesitate to get his hands dirty. He lived like a farmer. He found the luxury of the White House unnecessary. He was addicted to books to the level of love. Jefferson had more than 6,000 books. For that era, this was an unimaginable number. But the real story is this. When the British burned Washington, America's National Library was destroyed. Jefferson said, "If the country lost its books, I will give mine." And he sold his own library to the state. Today's Library of Congress was born thanks to Jefferson. He was a man who single-handedly rebuilt a country's memory. Language obsession. He knew more than 7 languages. Jefferson did not know only English. The languages he knew included French, Latin, Greek, Italian, Spanish, German, and more. He even had word lists prepared so that Native American languages would not disappear. This was an unbelievably forward-thinking move in the 1700s. Love life, the quietest scandal in history. This topic is generally either never told or quickly passed over. Jefferson had a years-long relationship with an enslaved woman named Sally Hemings, and he had children from this relationship. But Jefferson never spoke to the public about it, never denied it, never accepted it either. 200 years later, DNA tests confirmed that this relationship was real. This situation shows the great contradiction between Jefferson's ideas of freedom. Real life, he did not have "President" written on his tombstone. Perhaps this is the most striking detail. When Jefferson died, the following was written on his tombstone. Author of the American Declaration of Independence, architect of the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, founder of the University of Virginia. No presidency, because according to Jefferson, giving a country ideas is more valuable than governing it.